Section 3.3 measures of position. We've talked about our z-scores. We've talked about percentiles, quartiles, deciles. Now we're going to talk about outliers. So outliers are really high or really low values that don't really fit with the rest of the values in a set. So it is very important to realize that outliers strongly affect mean and standard deviation. So that makes them what's called non-resistant statistics. The reason that's so important is if you have data with outliers, mean and standard deviation might not be the measures that you want to use. You could use median, you could use mid-range, there's a lot of different stuff, but just paying attention that outliers do affect that. How to find outliers. The first thing you're going to do is arrange your data in order from least to greatest, as always. After that, you're going to find Q1 and Q3. Now, we know that we can do that in our calculator. It's no problem. But we're going to sometimes actually just do it by hand because we need to remember how. Then we're going to find the interquartile range. IQR is Q3 minus Q1. You multiply 1.5 times IQR. And then we are going to do Q1 minus 1.5 IQR and Q3 plus, that's not a plus, 1.5 IQR. Any values outside the range from step 4 to step 5 are outliers. Okay, so let's look at example 3-36 for this. If I want to find Q1 and Q3, these are already in order, by the way. First thing we'll do is say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values. So right here would be the median, right? Which would be 14. I didn't technically need that, but I kind of like finding it just to say, hey, here it is. All right, in these 4 values, I would be halfway between here. So 6 plus 12 divided by 2 is 9. That's Q1. Here, 18 plus 22 divided by 2 is 20. I almost said 40. That's going to be Q3. So, got the first part taken care of. Q1 equals 9. Q3, equals 20. So our IQR is 11. 20 minus 9, right? In this next part, if this comes out as an easy number to deal with, no problem. If it doesn't, sometimes I do it all at once for the Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. But when we do 11 times 1.5, that gives us 16.5. It's not a difficult number to deal with. So 1.5 times IQR, 1.5 times 11 is 16.5. So to find the range in which all of my values should lie, I would do Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. So Q1 is 9 minus 16.5 is negative 7.5. Then we do Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. So that would be 20 plus 16.5, which is 36.5. So all of my data should lie in this area. Anything outside of that is an outlier. When I look at my numbers, do I have any numbers that are to the left of negative 7.5? No, my lowest number was 5. How about to the right of 36.5? Sure enough, 50 is an outlier. And that is it for section 3.3, measures of position.